In this video tutorial, we're going to be learning on how to network our server PC to the client PC. Now, CBT Exam Creator software is installed on only a computer, which we refer to as the server. So when you hear me call the server, what I'm simply saying is that I'm talking about the computer that has the software. That's where the software was installed, just a computer. Now, there are some requirements that particular computer should have, depending on the number of clients, that's number of computers that are going to be networked to that particular one. Now, our major focus is going to be on the server at first, that has the software. One key thing that causes the server not to see, or the client not to see the server, is firewall. So the first thing you have to do is to go to your server PC and search for firewall and network protection. You can see it here, firewall and network protection. Every Windows 10 and Windows 11 system would have this, just for you to search from your desktop. Now, when you search, you click on it. Now it opens this. Make sure that in your own case, this might be off and off. That's the domain network, private and public might be off. So all what you do to switch it might be on, on and on. In some cases it is off, but we want to make sure that all of them are off. So what you simply do is that you click here, switch it off, click yes, and you go back. You go to the second one, private network, switch it here, click yes, then you go back and scroll down to the third, which is the public network. Click here, switch it here, and you go back. Remember, this is done on only the server. Maybe you've done this, you can close it. So now you can see that the three of them is off. Make sure this is off before you even start anything on the networking. Now, our server PC is intact. Now, how do we go about connecting it to the clients? Still on the server system, click on client/students on the software. The software is already up and running. Then you click on multi-user. Now, this multi-user gives us the guide on how to set it up, which is very straightforward. There are basically three methods that we should use, but let's start with the instruction. Instruction says turn off domain network, private and public, which we have already done. Then make sure your default browser on the clients and on the server are up to date. We advise you to use Chrome. So if you don't have Chrome, you go to Chrome official website and download Chrome software, then install it on both the server and the client and set it up as your default browser. Set it up as default browser. Now, using virtual router is the first method. The second method is using mobile hotspot, and the third method is using physical router. These are the three methods. Now, in your own case, if your server system is not connected to any network at all, let me disconnect it from any network and refresh this page. You will see that it's going to show something like this. To use this method, your server PC needs to be connected to mobile wireless distance. So in order for you to see the information here, you have to connect to a network first. It doesn't have to be internet. Just make sure that it's connected to a network. Email is connected to a network. That's the first thing to do. And you refresh this page, you will see the instruction showing. So step by step, you follow the instruction carefully. We advise you to use mobile hotspot at first. As a first time user, use mobile hotspot to even see how to connect it to one client. Then as time goes on, when you are now having more computers, you now want to connect more than 10 computers, then you can now use the physical router method. Using physical router method, the virtual router can also be used, which some server allows it, but why some might not allow that. So your best bet will be to use mobile hotspot or physical router. If you are not using 10 and below, the best is your mobile hotspot. Why, if you are using more than 10, you go for a physical router. And we advise you to use TP-Link wireless desktop router. That's what we advise. Remember, this method is for wireless networking, not LAN. If you are using cabled LAN, you would need to get a network engineer to help you set it up, which is still similar processes, but they will need the guide of a network engineer to set it up. But this method gives you for wireless, so just simply follow the instruction and you will be good to go on it. Now this is the number 5 of this, which is number 4 in this. To get the IP address, I will state that to get the IP address, you just simply go to your server and type command prompt. You click on command prompt, and when command prompt opens, just type ipconfig. Ipconfig is ipconfig together, no space, and press enter. Now you scroll down and find where it writes IPv4 address, then pick the IPv4 address, and that is what you will use according to the step in on the instruction. So you just use the IPv4. Sometimes you might see 2 IPv4 address. You try the first doesn't work, try the second one, but one of them will be the IP address on the client. So that is how to go about that. If you have any challenge while setting it up, you can always ask your questions. Ask the developer your questions. Thank you.